What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Retro Bowl. It's been a roller coaster of a year for sure. We've had some ups and downs, from beating Oregon, beating Pitt, having some pretty big upsets, to having some losses that just leave a bad taste in our mouths. But we're going to have to win out to possibly make the postseason, and then still we probably need some help, and it's going to be tough because Baylor and Miami are both very good in their respective divisions, so we're going to have to beat them in order to make the postseason. You'll know by the title of the video whether or not we were successful in doing so, so either you're tuning in to watch me rage and get upset and hate my life, or you're going to be tuning in to watch the North Dakota State Bison get to the postseason. So let's go ahead and dive in. Starting off with the ball against Baylor. 12-2 Baylor. Fighting for their lives in the Big 12 currently. Ooh, short pass is going to be tipped and caught. Keeman Rouse. For all of our struggles, our receiving core is really good. I can't, man. I guess just a really good play by the defender. And of course, Baylor makes me pay for it. It's all right. We can bounce back. Obviously not the result we wanted on the first drive, but we can come back and get this done, right? Right? Curl route at the bottom. Oh, I threw that too early. Right at the feet. All right, you know what? I feel like we have to go for it here. As dumb of a call as it is, I feel like we have to go for it. And we got it. Let's go. Ooh, okay, so we're going to... Oof. I definitely thought that was going to be intercepted. I tried to leave it like in a spot where my receiver would be, and I definitely almost got intercepted there. Farrell Ward makes the catch right on the doorstep of the goal line. And so that means it's just going to be a QB sneak into the end zone. Touchdown, Holton Board. He gets in there. We're tied against the Baylor Bears. Into the first quarter, Baylor is driving on the North Dakota State side of the field. It's a passing play, and it's a touchdown for the Bears. Tied in down to the 1 yard line. Holton Board. Let's run it with Board, shall we? He's going to dive. He's into the end zone. Holton Board. Pair of rushing touchdowns on the game. Still enough time for Baylor to score, but we're hoping that doesn't happen, right?
A few moments later.
So Baylor does get a field goal right before the half. All right, so the first half ends. I mean, it's obviously a better game than I thought it was going to be against a team that's leading their division in Baylor. Now, they do start the ball at the second half, so hopefully we can get a stop, or if anything else, maybe hold them to another field goal. That would be ideal. Because if we get down 2 scores, that's why I went for it on fourth down. I don't think we can, if we get down 2 scores, I don't know that we're going to be able to win that. So Baylor scores on their first possession. They get a touchdown. They're up by 10. Ooh, God, man, like, I haven't learned, I guess. Single coverage. It's 30-14. Nope, we're not going to do it. We're not going to fall for it, game. I'm not going to fall for it again. Now, if and when we do score, we do have to go for 2 here to be able to stay in a position to potentially win as we get the first down here. I mean, we're moving the ball well. It's just there's been a couple of mistakes as Anger gets inside the 5 there. We have a curl route down there. Let's just run it again with Board. That's been safe for us. That's been safe for us today. Let's just go ahead and not risk anything too crazy. Holton Board diving over the pile. Touchdown, North Dakota State. We have to go for 2 here. Go in the middle here, and it's caught by Farrell Ward. So it's a 1-possession game again. Now we need to stop. It's the position I feel like we've been in the last, like, 3 games. A minute on the clock, down a score, or needing to score a touchdown. An instant classic against the Baylor Bears, potentially brewing here. Let's see what we've got. Nice job there by Pharaoh Ward to get out of the tackle. I know these little short passes aren't going to be what does it, but, like, I need to get in a good position here. Now I got to start making plays that potentially get me out of bounds. That's not one of those plays. Come back to it. Come back to it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh. I should have gone out of bounds, but I just wanted those extra yards, man. Come back route. Don't mind if I do here. Don't mind if I... Oh. Keeps me in bounds. You know what? All right, so I've got 2 plays. We'll get that clock stopped. Okay, 3 seconds. 3 seconds here. I think I like Pharaoh Ward down here at the bottom of the screen. Let's do it. Of course. Of course it's intercepted, and of course it's going to be a pick 6. Oh, man. Well, it's one of those things. I mean, you don't want to take a sack. Haters will say that we were blown out in this game, but it was definitely a close one. Just got to put that loss behind us. We're on to Miami. Oh my gosh! Keeman Rouse with the return. I just, like, didn't expect him to break that tackle. Let's go. Let's go. Keeman Rouse with the electrifying return. Breaking a tackle and keeping his legs moving. It would be a very Miami thing to do, to lose to North Dakota State while trying to win the ACC Coastal. That would be a very Miami Hurricanes thing to do. Oh, what a catch, what a catch. Oh, I thought Rouse was going to get in the end zone. I should have dove there. He would have gotten it. It's okay. We're going to get in there with anger. It's fine. It's fine. We're fine, guys. Touchdown, North Dakota State. We've got the lead. And Mullet makes an interception. North Dakota State has the football again. Let's go. Anger down inside the 5. And we're just going to have the drive capped off with another Jimmy Anger touchdown. North Dakota State with 14 quick points on the Hurricanes. So Miami gets into the end zone. Final play of the first quarter, at least the final full possession of the quarter. It's going to be a quarter that ends on this kickoff, but to have the lead right now, to have been up at one point 14-0, I mean, that's a really good start. And we're going to throw this one across the middle. It's going to be caught by Pharaoh Ward Jr., and it's going to be a 21-7 lead for the Bison. 7 seconds. We have like one play to maybe get in field goal range. Oof. Stop the clock. Stop the clock. Okay. We're going to have to kick the field goal here. I don't know if Arma has the leg, but we're going to find out, won't we? Arma! No, just barely too low. So a nice try at the end of the first half, but to be up by 14 on a Miami team that's, in position to win the Coastal is pretty good. So Miami forced to kick a field goal. It's good. We're up 11. Should we give our tight end NPC a name? I know it's like week 13, but maybe we should. Oh, okay, he just dropped that pass. Never mind. We're not giving him a name. I was like, for our tight end, we need to come up with a name that incorporates NPC. So down in the comments below, leave a name for our nameless tight end. Throw across the middle. Caught. Let's go. Pharaoh Ward. Off to the races. Down to the 26-yard line to end the third quarter. Anger around the corner. Down to the 1. Inside the 1 to about the inch-yard line. We're going to do him a favor and just have him finish off that possession. And it's nearing on a blowout here for the Bison over the Canes. So Miami scores, they go for 2, they don't get it. They're down by 12 with 42 seconds. Guys, it's been a long time since I could say this, but I think it's moonwalking time. You can kneel now. You weren't able to kneel before. That's awesome. So there it is, a big win for North Dakota State over Miami. I think it's a little bit too late. We needed the win against Baylor as well. A solid game for Holton Board, 250 yards and 4 touchdowns. But the main thing, you see that column over there, no interceptions. It's what we needed. An interception by Mollett was big. And then we had Rouse with a lot of receiving yards, Pharaoh Ward with the touchdown, Anger with 3 of his own. I mean, a very good win. Looking at the postseason standings, we're going to need some help. I'm not entirely sure how the tiebreakers will all shake out. If we win and Auburn loses, that puts us ahead of Auburn by a half a game. And so if Arizona State loses and we win, I don't know what happens when we're tied, but maybe if we've got the tiebreaker since we split the season series, maybe we still have an outside shot to get in. Nonetheless, the last game of the season is against the 3-13 Washington Huskies. We did beat them on the road earlier on in the season, and it is senior day at the Fargo Dome, metaphorically, because all of the players that we know on our roster are all freshmen, so it's metaphorically senior day. So let's go ahead and send off those metaphorical seniors with a win. Like I said, hopefully with the way some tiebreakers will shake out, we can still make the postseason. This game kind of determines it all. Pass over to Keeman Rouse, who makes a nice move into the end zone, and North Dakota State gets on top early. So Washington drives down the field and scores. We're tied at 7. Would have liked to have gotten a stop on our first defensive possession, but you know what? You can't win them all. Very lucky that didn't get intercepted. Didn't realize that was 3rd down. So we're going to go for it on 4th. We feel confident in our abilities. Especially when we, oh gosh, fumble, but right to Keeman Rouse. Let's go. The balls are finally bouncing our way.
What did he say?
Keeman, again, I think I've said it before, Keeman Rouse has one of those names where you have to say both names. You can't just say Rouse, you can't just say Keeman. You have to say Keeman Rouse. Nice catch. 1st down. Knocking on the door of the end zone. Anger catches it. Out of the backfield, runs a nice little route into the middle of the end zone, and he makes the catch, put the Bison back on top. Washington, mad at us that we beat them in their place, as on senior day, they have come to spoil things for the Bison hopeful. 48 seconds left. Washington will have the ball to start the second half. So hopefully our defense can get a stop there, or hopefully, hey, maybe we can finally get a touchdown on the final possession of a half. Do we try a field goal with our kicker that's our backup kicker, or do we try to go for a touchdown here? Let's be safe. Let's go for the field goal here. And no problem at all. So at the half, it's 17-14, Bison on top. We get a sack. Wait, did we get a sack fumble? Apparently we got a sack fumble there. It just said sacked. It did not say sack fumble, but nonetheless, North Dakota State has the football back. Ward on the curl route, makes the catch, dive for the end zone, touchdown. Let's go. Bison about to be up 10. Washington gets another score late here in the third quarter. Ooh. That was a good run. I definitely... Sometimes I just tap the screen, and it just, I hit the wrong spot, so it gives it to my running back instead of the, who I wanted to go to. As Ward makes the catch. Ward down to the 3. 2nd and goal. A big comeback route here for Rouse, who's all by himself. Makes the catch. Let's go. Touchdown. North Dakota State Bison. Washington misses the field goal that would have put him down 6. Instead, we take over the football with 1:16 left, up by 9. So all we have to do is just not do anything stupid. All right, possibly for the final time this regular season, it's moonwalk time. And it's a win. We send the seniors off in the Fargo Dome with the victory. So with the win, we did leapfrog Arizona State, but Auburn won. So Auburn's going to be the final playoff team. Had Auburn lost, we would have been in. That's frustrating because we were just that close to making the postseason. So final game stats of the year. Holton Board throws for 326 yards and 4 touchdowns. Keeman Rouse, almost 200 yards, a couple of scores. Pharaoh Ward, 103 yards and a touchdown. Jimmy Anger, everybody getting in on the action today. Just an outstanding game. There is a look at the postseason bracket. Those are the teams that made the playoffs in the first season of our North Dakota State series. Over on the east side, you've got UGA, Georgia, the Bulldogs, getting the 1 seed. They play the winner of Pitt and Clemson. Then you've got Purdue, Florida State, Miami, and Louisville. Over on the west side, you've got Baylor as the 1 seed. Oklahoma State and OU playing a very interesting bedlam game to start the postseason. You've got Oregon against Bama, Iowa against Auburn. So some pretty epic matchups, and it's fun to see, especially that we were that close to beating a Baylor team that ends up being the best team in the West. So some intriguing signs through the first season of North Dakota State football. So that concludes season number 1 of our Retro Bowl series with the North Dakota State Bison. A fun year, a season that saw us get a big win on the road against Oregon, lose 4 straight games. We were, at the lowest of lows, rally, getting back above 500 at one point, in position to take the lead in the Pac-12, and then having our lumps towards the later part of the season, but getting some more big wins along the tail end of the season and becoming just ending up so close to that postseason berth that we were so much after. But I like where our team's at, and heading into the offseason, we're going to make some improvements. We're going to come back, and it's going to be a very exciting season number 2. So I hope you guys enjoyed season 1. I hope you'll be back for season 2. In the meantime, if you did enjoy the video, make sure you leave it a like, subscribe if you are new. Tell someone you love them, and I'll see you guys all for the offseason. We don't rebuild, we reload. It's going to be a fun season 2.